Yo, what is up guys, it's Mr. Bacons here, back with a brand new Call of Duty Modern Warfare gameplay video. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you go down to the description, you'll see all the links to my social media where you'll see updates and clips about my streams. Right, so we're talking about the Juggernaut today. Why should we be carrying the Juggernaut as a kill streak? Obviously, it's the hardest one to get, but there's a reason for that. Once you get it, there's just no point. The enemy might as well just quit. They might as well just back out the game. Okay, we're done. Thank you, thanks for playing. It's like when you were 10 years old and you were playing football on the park, and then the 16, 17-year-olds turn up and you're like, right, that's us done then. We might as well go home. We ain't playing with these. So that is why it is well worth using. Now, so I was chasing my rank progression, so I was using an LMG. I needed the 250, 300 odd kills, whatever it is, to do it. And I just unlocked the Juggernaut. So I was chasing that in this match, trying to get the Juggernaut on my first attempt. So I started from the top with the PKM. Unfortunately, the Cabin Fever playlist doesn't really work for LMGs in my experience. I'm not usually an LMG worker. I use SMGs, assault rifles, that kind of thing. But I was chasing this, so a challenge is a challenge. So the only way I could think to do it was by increasing my mobility and my aim down sight speed. This was the class that I used. I would recommend you guys trying to use this if this is what you're chasing down. So starting from the bottom, I've got the snatch grip and the stippled grip tape. Then the barrel, I've changed it to the compact barrel, and the laser, the 5mm laser, and removed the stock. And if you look at the stats down the bottom left, you can see that the mobility has added about 30% onto it. I've basically stubbed this LMG just to make it as mobile as possible. As you can see from the video though, I didn't have the best time of it throughout this video. Initially, I was pushing hard as I normally would do, going for the kills, trying to get as much as I can, but it just wasn't working for me. So I had to try something new, something that I would never ever recommend doing because I hate it, apart from right now. Trying to be a little bit sweaty to try and get those kills. You're going to want to be using your hardline and your kill chain. And because we're playing hardcore, I whacked my UAV as my first, my VTOL as it's just an absolute beast, and then obviously my Juggernaut. I did get there eventually. I did obviously, as I say, I mix up my game a little bit, and after a massive amount of frustration, I eventually got there. So, you know, sometimes like in this bit, they all line up for you perfectly, and then you end up dying to something absolutely ridiculous. But the frustration was real. This coming up right now is not the face of a happy gamer, look at that. But let's get into the video. Let's see how it's done.
We've got UAV beginning flyover. We've got the hard point. Seconds, get ready to move. UAV is out of fuel. Returning to resupply. Next hard point. Let's go. The enemy took reached the halfway point. Get moving. Hardpoint secure. Juggernaut deploy. Enemy in the junkyard. Friendly care package inbound. 10 seconds. Get ready to move. The enemy took the hardpoint. Hardpoint secure. Copy, Decker 2-3. Next hardpoint. Let's go. I see movement. Enemy at the junkyard. Hardpoint secure. Enemy at the back end. Stand by to move. Hardpoint lost. Okay, hardpoint moving.
How long does this Juggernaut last for?
Allied rescue airplane incoming. Be aware. Hardpoint contested. Taken the hardpoint.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Stand by to move. Down. Enemy personal
Can't be too far away now.
hardpoint. Let's go.
I'm dying.
Location secure. Allied cluster strike incoming. Get down. Get ready for the launch.
I enjoyed that.